Okay, so I'm back with my little relay switch thing. Of course, I'm having problems. I've got everything hooked up. This is the diagrams, the instructions that I got on which wires to go where. Red is power, blue goes to the motor, black is ground. That's what I've got over here, all set up. Now, it's turned on and supposedly working because it's got this little red LED light. Hey, there you go. That's shining. You've got another one over here that lights up because it's remote controlled. So when you hit the remote, it lights up so it tells you it's receiving the signal and the remote works and everything else. However, even though the remote works, everything's hooked up fine, nothing happens to the motor when I press the buttons. Now, there's two channels that I've got that I'm using. This is actually a 4-channel unit, but I tried setting up the 4 channels, and now it's such a disaster that I broke the freaking thing with a hammer. So I'm trying to get in with this one, and again, the same exact problems. I'm using the last 2 channels. I've got positive all the way at the end. Um, the one after that goes ABC. A, I've got the power that's coming in. B, the one in the middle, that goes out to the motor. And C is the ground for that little box itself. And then in my next to it, I repeat it. Orange is live, black goes to the motor, and then yellow on C to the ground. So both of these little modules have power and ground. Both of them are connected by one wire to the motor. For that motor, positive and negative doesn't really matter. It's more like turn right or turn left. Whichever wire gets a signal, that's the way it turns. So, my question is, does anybody know what the hell I'm doing wrong? Why that doesn't work? Um, Even though the remote works and everything else, I can't get nothing. I've hooked up other things to it and got nothing also. This motor by itself will work with this power source by itself. Um, and according to the diagram, that's how I've got it hooked up. Now, the only thing I can think of, it says on the paperwork, is that it could take up to a 12-volt system, meaning you don't need 12 volts, you can do 6 volts, you can do 8 volts, 9 volts, whatever. I'm thinking maybe I need a 12 volt to plug into this thing for that to be powered, but I'm not sure. Because I know that works with 6 volts. If I put a 12 volt thing on this thing, I don't want to fry out my motor, you know what I'm saying? So before I do that, any suggestions, any comments on what I might be doing wrong would be helpful. All right, thanks a lot.